Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Liz. Today's video, we are looking at another weekly reading. We're looking at the next 7 days from when you click this. These readings are a lot of fun. I do them every week. So if this is your first time joining me, welcome. We're about to get a lot of detail. We get charms, we get tea leaf cards, we get you a tarot card for the next 7 days, as well as oracles. So today's oracles that we're working with are the Witchlings. Love this little deck. It actually has a little book that has some spells in it. It's super cute. And then we also worked with the self-care wisdom cards by Cheryl Richardson. This one is by Paulina Cassidy, the Witchlings. So yeah, those are our special guest oracles today. So let me show you what you have to choose from today. For group 1, you have energy. Group 2, you've got action. Sorry, I had to turn over your card. I didn't realize it was upright. And then you have needs for group 3. So whichever card you feel drawn to, that will be your message. We'll take a deep breath together. That might help you take some more time. Pause the video if you need more time. There's no rush. And quick little reminder, please have fun with my readings. My readings are meant for entertainment purposes. I do hope that there is a message for you, but remember with these weekly readings, I mean, today was overwhelmingly pretty nice, but like with every week, we have ups and downs. And if you ever get a challenging card on a certain day, please don't let that determine how your day is going to go. I like to say this every week because I think sometimes we might get a card for like Friday and it might be, you know, or was that 10 of Swords? The 10 of Swords. You might think, oh, well, now Friday's not going to be good. Don't do that to yourself. Don't give a card that much power. We're just looking at the energy, you know, different things that might come up this week, different themes, different things you might already be dealing with. And I also look at the cards as a whole, too. I kind of look at everything together, combined with the charms to see what messages come up. So have fun with it. That's the most important thing. If you enjoy my channel and my readings, and you want to receive even more special readings, I actually have a Patreon and memberships. So every single week I upload a special video just for Patreon and memberships. So that's a way to support the channel, but also become part of my cozy community where you get extra special videos once a week. So, and there's already tons of videos there. So if you want to check that out, you could definitely check the links below. Either or, there's Patreon or memberships. Memberships is here on YouTube. So you'll just look at the memberships tab and you'll have access to that. Or on Patreon, there's a huge library of videos there as well. So whichever you prefer. And yeah, let's dive into it. I will start with group number 1. I'll put the timestamps below. Hello, group 1. If you chose the energy card, then this is your messages for the week ahead. So actually, let's read this to you. It says, stop trying to please everyone. Everyone is a whole lot of people. Protect your energy. So this week, you're kind of focusing more inward and trying less to keep everyone else happy and depleting your own energy. I'm seeing with the cup, like you're filling your own cup this week. And I'm getting, you're protecting your mental energy and just overall your time possibly. You're caring less maybe about keeping everyone else happy, which is exhausting, and focusing a little bit more on yourself this week. Okay, so group 1, what does group 1 need to know this week? What does group 1 need to know? We've got one flipped over. Okay, so you've got a stubborn, aggressive person. So that could be kind of like someone who you're dealing with, someone who's just stubborn, wants things their way. And this person might not like necessarily that you're we've got good news too, that you're not trying to keep them happy necessarily, right? Okay, so let's see what your witchling says. But okay, so Ram, this week you're dealing with someone who's stubborn and their delivery could be aggressive or they're just bossy. They want things done their way. Let's see what your witchlings has to say. Group 1, what's going on this week for group 1? Wisdom. So inner wisdom nurtures the skills necessary to see through all possibilities. All right, so nice week so far. We'll get your tarot in just a second. I just want to take a quick look at your oracles. So we've got good news coming in this week. We'll kind of find out what day this might be or what it might be about, but that's good to see. So possible good news, you're hearing something good or someone's got news for you. And then, yeah, you've got this Ram. So my feeling, group one, is that, yeah, it's like trying to keep whoever this is happy. First of all, is like feels difficult on its own, right? Because this person might be someone who, like, no matter what, they just never seem satisfied. You're just being more protective of your energy in general, okay? So you might be like, I don't know if you're standing up to this person or just not spending as much time with this person, or maybe this is somebody at work. I'm not really exactly sure yet, but let's see what the tarot has to add. Usually the tarot kind of pinpoints what's happening where. This card's catching my attention. Okay, you've got the Sun Monday. So that's good to see. All right, so Tuesday, we'll just get all of your tarot cards, then we'll get the charms and we'll talk about it. So Tuesday, the Empress. Wednesday, Wheel of Fortune. Thursday, the Tower. Okay. Friday, you've got Ace of Swords. Saturday, Four of Cups. And then Sunday, you've got Two of Swords. Okay. You've got the Fool on the bottom. Let's get your charms. All right. Okay. Oh no, the coffee cup fell off the plate. That means the coffee cup is somewhere in here. Oh my gosh, I was like digging around for 2 minutes and look, the coffee's over here. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know, like I didn't notice when it fell if that's when that happened. Like when it landed, did it break? But I was looking around for the coffee cup and just kind of was like, okay, I'll find it later, and then saw it there. So that's kind of an interesting connection, because that tells me like Monday with the Sun card is connecting to Thursday with the Tower card, because these two charms, well, one charm, it goes together. So let's get into it, group one. Let me just get comfy here. I'm going to just quickly observe what we have, because you've got quite a few major arcana cards. 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. That's big, okay? And every week I say this, but you know, some weeks are just regular weeks. Nothing that we see today has to be too life-changing or too serious, but you do have some pretty big cards kind of starting off the week. So that could just mean that this week is a pretty significant week, or there's like big things happening in your life this week. So let's talk quickly about this ram, okay? I'm not really seeing it necessarily in the cards or even in the charms. So I don't think that this is anything that you're dealing with like on a constant basis. Like this could literally be a customer at work, or it could just be someone who kind of throws a bit of a temper tantrum when they don't get their way, right? Think of that person in your life who, like, you know, everyone's always trying to like tiptoe around or kind of walk on eggshells, so to speak, because like, okay, we don't want to make them mad. So this week it might just be like, okay, you know what? I can't keep this person happy. Some people are just impossible to please, and some people don't like not getting their way, and that's, you know, unfortunate, but you shouldn't have to zap all of your energy or feel depleted or drained energetically just to kind of keep someone else happy. That's the first thing. Now you've also got wisdom from the Witchlings. Inner wisdom nurtures the skills necessary to see through all possibilities. So let's read that. I want to see what your Witchling's name is, and then we'll get into the day-by-day look. It says you have access to the powers. Oh, this is Lotus, by the way. Your little Witchling is named Lotus. So that's who's hanging out with you this week. Okay, so it says you have access to the powers of higher information that extends beyond your understanding. The purpose of inner wisdom is to help you stay on course. This inner guidance evolves day to day as you strive for greater well-being. Inner wisdom is referred to as your higher consciousness, which is the link between your physical and your spiritual being. The source of inner wisdom is accessed through the quiet of the mind, opening doors you never thought were there to be opened. Your inner wisdom or higher self is always there for healing and guidance. Allow it to guide and nourish you. Attaining greater wisdom is an ongoing adventure, and your personal path towards inner wisdom will be blissful. And it says by paying more attention to your inner guidance, your life will be greatly, or can be greatly enriched. Okay, so you're really listening to your inner guidance this week. I'm seeing this a lot on Sunday. But yeah, let's get into like the day-by-day look, and we'll kind of see what else is going on. So on Monday, you've got the the sun card. I don't know why I said star, but you've got the sun card. You've got the little charm that says open, and you've got the magnifying glass, as well as just the plate with the coffee cup there on Thursday. I'm getting something kind of random and specific, but because I was like looking for that coffee cup, like I'm going to edit out the amount of time I was shuffling through my charms because I was looking for like at least 2 minutes. But I was looking for a long time, and had I just looked closer, I would have seen it right there. So I think with the magnifying glass, that's kind of saying something because it's connecting the tower to the sun card. So it's like something is more obvious. Okay, you know the answer to something, or like your inner wisdom is trying to tell you something, but it's very apparent. It's just like you're realizing how out in the open something is, okay? With open, the magnifying glass, like this being right here, the sun card, like this week you might be having kind of a little bit of like an epiphany or an aha moment about something that was there all along, okay? So I don't know exactly what that is. You might not know either until this actually happens, but it was there all along. I'm getting something is out in the open, or something's happening out in the open that you're going to have this like realization about, and kind of the pieces are sort of being put together, okay? So we'll get kind of more into those days as we get there, but overall, like that's what I just realized. So this might come through as like, again, an epiphany or a realization to get the tower and the Ace of Swords. Like this is like, I'm getting groundbreaking, even just with the news card that we have. Like there's just something that looking back, you're like, wow, this was happening like right in the open, or this was there all along, or I knew this all along. Something like that, okay, is going on. So I'll be curious to know what you get from that. But yeah, overall though, the energy for the day, Monday, the sun card is just such a positive card. It's really a card of optimism and happiness, celebration, vitality. But again, like because we have the magnifying glass open, the thing is where the moon hides and conceals, the sun reveals all. Like this card can be a big indication that a truth will soon be revealed. So that's what I kind of think is happening. This is just kind of letting you know like something is starting to be revealed. The sun's coming out with something, or like the light is being shined on something. So I'm curious to know what it is, but I can't ignore this like coffee cup thing, how it like bounced over there. But let's look at Tuesday. Tuesday, you've got the baseball glove, you've got the sword, like the Ace of Swords charm. You've also got the card here on the board. You've got task. This is kind of like right in the middle. And you've got, this is to me like the Eight of Swords kind of energy, feeling a little bit trapped or stuck, but the door is open. And then that with the sword, there could be something Tuesday that there's the potential to kind of overthink. But again, like you're having so many realizations and ideas and all of this wisdom, like you're unlocking something. Or you're realizing you had all the answers. That's what's coming through. It's like you realize you've had all the answers all along. Could be very creative ideas this day as well. I'm getting, okay, with the stubborn aggressive person and the baseball glove, I'm getting play ball, or like that expression to play fair. Okay, it's time to play ball. So yeah, this could be a day where it's like important. This feels like someone at work for a lot of you. It might not be in general. It could be like a family member. It could just be someone in your life that's just stubborn and doesn't like to really play fair. But I'm getting something about like some sort of task. This person doesn't want to take their turn or something like that. So I think Tuesday there's going to be maybe even a breakthrough with that, or just some sort of theme around this person kind of not wanting to play ball or play fair. This is going to be a really good day too to kind of like, I'm seeing actually Monday, Tuesday, you're really doing things to take good care of yourself, okay, with the energy cards. So you're protecting your energy. You could be doing certain like self-care things on Tuesday to take really good care of yourself. Some of you might like have a hair appointment or a spa appointment, but I'm seeing you doing something to take good care of yourself on these days. I'm getting Tuesday, there's something you've been like overthinking or overcomplicating. It's actually easier than you're thinking, okay? Like there's something where the answer's easier, or the actual process isn't going to take as long as you think, okay? It's going to actually be easier, or you've been overthinking it. There's a solution. This could also be a day where you're coming up with a lot of creative ideas as well. I think I might have already said that, or I just thought it, but I think you're coming up with a lot of creative solutions and a lot of creative ideas. Okay, on to Wednesday. This is interesting because this is where you have the little telephone and you've got good news. Okay, so I think good news could be coming in this day. You also have unexpected romantic gifts surprise and delight you on both days. So this could be the day where this is happening. Generally, the Wheel of Fortune is pretty lucky. Okay, so that's good to see. But yeah, there's some sort of good news. It's being mentioned. It's not just news. There's lots of news cards. This one specifically mentions good news. So yeah, this is something coming in, I'm guessing Wednesday, although it could be Friday, it could be really any of these days. But the phone, okay? So there's some sort of important communication coming in this day, or communication about change in general. So I would pay close attention to Wednesday. Like maybe, I don't know, something about Wednesday is really jumping out to me. And just this idea of unexpected romantic and financial gifts. So that's making me think of like a game show with the little wheel. So some sort of unexpected gift is coming your way Wednesday. Please let me know what that ends up being. Now, Thursday is really what I wanted to get to. You've got a couple interesting charms. Okay, so again, the coffee cup. And I was getting that thing about something being out in the open. I was looking for the coffee cup. It was right there on the tower. So the tower is not subtle. That's the thing. That's why it's funny, because the tower is like the least subtle card in the deck. This is a card of like massive upheaval, change, or at least things that need to change, that are inevitably going to change whether you like it or not. But in this card, and I've mentioned it before, I like how this witch looks like. It looks like they've done this because the little wand, it's still sparkling. They've got like a smile on their face. So it's kind of making me think like there's something you've taken control of or you've done. I've even gotten, the idea of like a controlled demolition. So when they have to bring down a building, there's a controlled demolition, right? So it's done in a safe way, or it's done in a way that's like planned, right? So there's some sort of big change that you could literally be planning on Thursday, or again, because it's out in the open, this isn't going to come as a surprise to you. I don't feel that this tower is coming as a shock to you. I feel like there was some sort of prediction, or like you knew what was happening. You had like a head start or a heads up about some sort of big change that's unfolding Thursday. This too could just represent like you feeling very clear that with all of the idea of like the truth being out in the open and the puzzle piece, the Ace of Swords right beside it. It's like this could be a massive epiphany moment for you on Thursday, okay? And with the coffee, it's making me think of like a wake-up call of some kind. And even the coffee cup here, like this could be about something that has been really depleting your energy, or someone that's been depleting your energy, or a habit, or just something in your life that's gotten to the point where you're like, okay, I know what I need to do. So you're having a bit of a breakthrough is my feeling Thursday. So I'm really drawn to like Wednesday, Thursday, around middle of the week. I think is going to be pretty big, but yeah, that's what I'm getting Thursday. And I'm getting, it's like to rebuild, okay? This is making me think of like the Two of Wands, and we see the little castle. It's like a snow globe with a castle in it. It's making me think of like a crystal ball with a castle. So you've torn down whatever this was, okay, to rebuild this in the future, okay? So you're starting new habits maybe Wednesday or Thursday. You're just maybe like having massive realizations and uncovering information, new knowledge, epiphanies, aha moments, all of that. So on to Friday, you've got someone thinks you're wonderfully mysterious. That's interesting. You've got Ace of Swords. This could also be the good news day. You've got Taurus. So this Taurus could think you're wonderfully mysterious. The Taurus might have a crush on you. You've also got there's new hope for projects you'd almost given up on, which is interesting. And you've got the little saddle with the puzzle piece. So yeah, maybe with like there's new hope for projects you'd almost given up on, and the Ace of Swords with the puzzle piece. There could be like, again, maybe a new approach to something, or just new knowledge that you have now, or even just more time now, right? To actually reapproach something with a new outlook, okay? So maybe you took a step back from something and now you're reapproaching it from a different angle or a different perspective. So you've got a new approach, new information, more importantly. So this is something you can really kind of get back into. It could be a project that you put on the shelf. It could be an idea that you had previously that you didn't think was going to work. But Friday is a bit of like, again, a breakthrough day, and you've got a missing piece of the puzzle, or some information that's going to help you or help give new hope to this project you'd almost given up on. There's definitely a feeling of like trying again. The saddle to me oftentimes makes me think of like getting back up on your horse or trying again. The saddle can also talk about support, so feeling supported in a certain situation. So I really like Friday too. Like I said, it could be this good news coming in, but I think it's more so some sort of idea or new approach to something that you didn't think was going to work out. Moving on to Saturday, got the Four of Cups here. You've got the little fish in the little bag. This is a charm of transition and being in the in-between. You've got the little ladybug reading the book under the mushroom, more about wisdom. It's kind of making me think of your wisdom card. The wheel's kind of right in the middle, and you've got the hand kind of right in the middle. Four of Cups can indicate dissatisfaction, boredom, something feeling stagnant or stale, feeling just dissatisfied with the options in front of you. For me, what I'm getting is I think this is like more so trusting the process of something. This card can come about when you're in a bit of a creative slump, or you're just feeling like you've got a creative block, or you're just feeling kind of like meh about what's in front of you. But the key is with this card, there's always a cup being offered that the person who's frustrated doesn't see. I'm also noticing the fishbowl here and the fish. So I think this is kind of a reminder of like, you're going to get to this destination. It's just, you're in the kind of in between right now. You're in a point where it's like, you can't see that this is concrete. And this could be discouraging, or you might be feeling just dissatisfied with your current results of something, but keep going. I'm getting to keep going. You got this. And then this day too could be a really good day to like do more research or look more into something, okay? And then on Sunday, you've got the Two of Swords. You've got the wheel again right in the middle, and the hand. The hand can represent an offer or assistance. This could be someone asking for assistance on the weekend or offering assistance. Or this could just represent some sort of offer of some kind. And then you've got the wheel. The wheel can talk about direction. It can be like Wheel of Fortune energy, which we already have there. It can also just talk about momentum or getting things rolling. So something could kind of be getting moving, maybe after a period of like boredom or feeling stagnant. And then Two of Swords for Sunday. So Sunday you could be feeling, again, a little bit like indecisive. This could be the day where you're dealing with a conflict with somebody, okay? So there could be like difference of opinions. This card can come up with conflict. It can also just be internal conflict or confusion. So the thing is with this card and with this wisdom card is you know the answer. This is what I got earlier. So this witch has a blindfold on, but they've still hit the bullseye. So there's something like your inner guidance, your wisdom, you know the answer. Actually, that actually looks like an arrow there. That's cool. That's connecting this for me. I don't know, something about that, the arrow and the target. So yeah, there's something on Sunday you might be indecisive about, but just trust that you know the answer, or trust your inner guidance is what that card was all about. Trust your inner guidance. Trust that you know the answer that's best for you. Don't let anyone push you around, okay? Easier said than done, I know, especially if you are a people pleaser, like this card said, but you know what? Like, this is your life, okay? You can't let someone who's just bossy and aggressive and stubborn and who wants things to be their way direct your entire life. I think maybe you're standing your ground on Sunday. And also you might be choosing to not tell this person everything. Again, I don't know what this is. This could just be like one situation this week. Or it could be an ongoing kind of thing with someone who's very bossy and like opinionated and their delivery is really like aggressive, like something about them. But I think you're standing your ground. Yeah, just kind of having this realization that like, okay, this is my life. This could be what this kind of wake up call is all about. But even if this situation is just like one thing this week, still on Sunday, you're being encouraged to really listen to your inner guidance about something because you know the answer deep down. And if necessary, do more research about something, okay? If you need more information or even ask for a hand or some help with something. So I'm going to wrap up there, group 1. Let me know how this week unfolds. Definitely come back and keep me posted, and we'll see you next. Hello, group 2. If you chose the action card, then this is your messages for the week ahead. So let's see what's going on over the next 7 days. This card says baby steps are still steps and they're better than standing still. So this week you're choosing to take something, just a step at a time. You're not so much wanting to jump up this whole staircase, but you're taking one step at a time because you know all of these steps will add up to big results. So let's find out what's going on with that. But that's your first message. You're taking action this week. Because I think sometimes we don't want to take action because of the time something's going to take, or it's too many steps, it's too complicated, I don't know what to do at step 4. Like, you're not jumping ahead. You're just like, okay, let's just take first step. What is the very first step of this? And it could be like just the smallest little thing, but sometimes just taking that first step is literally, wow, it can open up so many doors for you with that door there at the top. So I'm really excited to see what else comes up. So let's see what your witchling is. Group 2, what is going on this week for group 2? Imagination. So imagination intrigues the soul and illuminates the heart. So we'll see what your witchling says and what your witchling's name is this week. I love this deck. I don't use it as often as I'd like. Let's get you some tea leaf cards. Group 2. What's going on this week? Anything standing out this week? These cards just kind of talk about our themes of the week or anything that's kind of jumping out. Group 2. What's going on this week for group 2? You are highly thought of. Just flipped out of the deck. You're highly thought of. Oh no. Okay, I've got to get that with my foot. It just fell out under the desk, and this chair is really difficult to move, so let's try and get creative here. Got it. Okay, so chain of events that will affect your life. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense with the idea of taking action, because like one little step this week could have an effect. Like, it's a chain effect, right? So everything connects. Like you might take one step forward or take action with something this week that leads to a new connection. It could lead to like a job and in the future, right? It's just like every single step could lead to something. So you have no idea the chain of events you might set into motion if you take action with something that you want to do this week. Maybe something you're imagining, maybe something that you're wanting to create, right? This could be more of a creative thing with imagination. We'll have to see. Let's actually start with reading your witchling card before we get your tarot. And then we'll dive into the day-by-day forecast. So let's go to... I like to read the witchlings because each little card has a little name. So this is your witchling this week. This is who is keeping you company this week and working alongside you. All right, so your witchling's name, group 2, is Neroli. So imagination makes magic happen. The witchling sometimes refer to this as a magication. Your imagination can make your day much more exciting and interesting. By embracing imagination, you'll feel more calm and motivated. Yeah, so this is like giving you motivation. It says, expand, treasure, and nurture your imagination. Your natural powers of inner vision will keep you in touch with the care of your unique creative approach. If you think you have no imagination, this isn't so, for there's no such thing. If you can see it in your mind, then you have recognized your imagination. So there could be something like whatever this stairwell represents, something that you've imagined for yourself, like a future, a job, a relationship, like something you visualize for yourself, but like part of you doesn't know if it's actually tangible. Okay, so then it says, you've recognized your imagination, which can be developed and strengthened. Imagination intrigues the soul and illuminates the heart. By looking into the mind's eye and believing in things that are beyond the naked eye, you can escape into the world of the unknown, thus bringing back with you a bounty of new ideas, images, and insights to feed the creative spirit. All right, so yeah, I just got like that idea of like, if you can imagine it, you can create it. Okay, let's see what your tarot has to add. I'm going to get comfy again. This chair, I've said it before, but I think I want to change it. It's so comfy, but it's impossible to move. Like once I'm parked here to do my reading, it's like impossible to move things around. Okay, group. I'd love actually like, I don't know, actually maybe a rolling chair wouldn't be as comfy, but something I can move a little easier or get a little bit, I don't know. Like if I drop something right now, it's like very difficult for me to get out of the chair and pick it up. Anyways, okay, so let's get your tarot. We'll start with Monday. We'll work our way through and we'll see what energies are coming in this week. Quick little reminder. I'll say it in the intro, but if you get a challenging card, it does not mean you're going to have a bad week. I can't emphasize this enough. This is just like energy that's kind of changing throughout the week, and I look at everything kind of as a whole as well. So we'll get your cards and then your charms. All right, so starting off the week, you've got 2 of Wands. You've got the Wheel of Fortune on Tuesday. Wednesday, you've got 4 of Pentacles. Thursday, you've got 9 of Pentacles. Friday, you've got the Star. Very inspired energy this week. Saturday, you've got that 9 of Swords popping in. And then you've got the King of Pentacles coming in on Sunday. All right, let's get some charms, group 2. All right. Okay, well, let's just dive right in. I'm excited. Actually, you know what? I like to look to see what we have more of sometimes, just to kind of take note. We've got a little bit of everything, I think, today. I don't think we've got Wands, Pentacles, Swords, no Cups on the board. And as far as major arcanas, you've got 2. We've got the Star and the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so let's take a look here at Monday. So you've got the 2 of Wands, you've got the roller coaster, you've got your persistence will pay off. So the roller coaster is making me think something feels very like up and down, or it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride, even emotionally, where there's just been lots of ups and downs with something. So I think, again, like, I just want to turn this over so I can keep reminding myself what this said. Baby steps are still steps. I love that. Okay, so I think what I'm getting from this is like not expecting the path that you're choosing to go down to be like completely A to B. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be highs and lows. So I think, like this says, your persistence will pay off. It just matters that you stay dedicated. Not so like it doesn't have to be perfect, right? So I think we have this idea sometimes of like wanting things to be perfect, or we have to do so much every day, or even that every day has to match. Every day doesn't have to look the same. Like your best one day is going to look drastically different to the next, right? It depends on our energy levels. It depends on like our emotional state that day. It depends on maybe other things that we have going on, other things that are pulling our energy away, something going on with family, maybe something we have going on at work that day, just a busy day, right? So our best is going to look different every day. And I think sometimes we take those very best days and we compare it to sometimes our very worst days, and that makes us feel even worse, right? It's like, oh, I'm a failure, I screwed this up. Well, maybe you didn't have as much going on that one day. There's so many factors that can kind of play a role into whether or not we consider a day productive or successful. So I think we have to kind of let go of that idea and realize that there's going to be ups and downs, and it's persistence that matters, right? Some numbers that might be interesting to you. You've got 9, 10, 17, 20, 26, and 43. But yeah, this day I'm seeing actually a lot of creative inspiration on 2 days, specifically Monday and Tuesday. So with imagination, like Monday could be the kind of day where you're really wanting to put some ideas into action. To me, the 2 of Wands is like a plan of action, or getting ready to kind of like put something into action, getting ready to get something started. You could also be doing some sort of research or in the planning stages of something, but it's less about like overthinking, and it's more about, okay, like let's get this going. Like let's get a plan into motion here. Speaking of motion, on to Tuesday, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So something's shifting on Tuesday. There's some sort of change or fluctuation. You've got some interesting charms. You've got brave. So you've got the blessing ring. It says courageous, brave, and strong. So maybe you're feeling very brave or courageous that day. An interesting combination. These two are stuck together. You've got the thumbs up and the door. So the door to opportunity, or a door is opening for you on Tuesday, and thumbs up. So this could be approval. It could be you getting the go ahead for something. It could be just like a yes or just encouragement. It could have to do with social media or engagement if thumbs up apply to what you do for a living, but generally it's like a go ahead or a yes, or you've got the thumbs up or the green light on something. So something is able to move forward on Tuesday, which is nice too, because the Wheel of Fortune can come after a period of like it comes as like fresh new change or a shift in the energy. So I like to see that. And you've got 2 charms here right in the middle that kind of talk about cycles, right? So you've got like this shell, which has that kind of like, I don't know, it looks like, what do you call those like little, what do you call those little hypnotist things? Anyways, that's what it's reminding me of. And then you've got like the carousel, which goes round and round. So there could be something like, you know, a turning point, getting just a lot of turning. So with the Wheel of Fortune, I'm seeing that pattern. So maybe like a turning point or something like that, or yeah, a shift or a fluctuation or just a change with something on Tuesday. On to Wednesday, you've got the Anchor and the Four of Pentacles. Both of these remind me of like sitting in place, okay, or feeling like not necessarily stuck, but just paused. And you've got the Taurus, sign of Taurus there Wednesday. It could just be like main character energy. You also have a Scorpio there with the rabbit on top, which we'll get to. Abundance connected to Scorpio. But yeah, the Four of Pentacles is maybe a day where you're imagining, like you're having a hard time kind of imagining or getting creative. This could be a day where you're feeling a little bit stuck. It's a tense energy. That's what whenever I see this card, my body kind of just like tenses up for some reason. And that'll happen with certain cards. Like I'll have an actual physical kind of like sensation to try and describe what it feels like. So tension is what I feel like when I see the Four of Pentacles. It could be suspicious. It can be, yeah, just tense. It has its purpose though. Like this card isn't a bad thing. It's stable, it's secure. It can come about when we're being encouraged to save money or, be prudent with finances or be thoughtful with our finances. So that could also be relevant. But with the Anchor, it's just making me think of like a pause. Or maybe on the other side of things, you're having a hard time embracing change. Okay, so this Anchor could be saying, actually, look, because there's the star and the star. So it could be saying maybe it is the time to kind of like move or get moving or just like that's what I feel like it is. Like allow yourself to really explore. You could feel like stuck on one idea or just have a hard time tapping into your creative inspiration. Now, really quickly, I want to look at your highly thought of, because this could come about on a specific day or just this week. Like people want to hear what you have to share or like see what you have to create, or they want to enjoy your imagination too. Like I feel like you've got all of these really inspiring ideas and things that you just kind of hold in or you just haven't taken action with. So you're highly thought of. Like people want to see what you can create if this is more creative, but in general, it could be like someone at work, thinking you're doing a great job, your boss. It could be a great review at work. It could be, if you're in business, like people giving good referrals for your business. It could be someone in your family, just saying really nice things about you. But you're highly thought of is telling me like people are impressed with something that you're doing. Could be this Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, or Libra that we have here on the board. We also have Aquarius there, so it could be any of these people, or just in general, like you're highly thought of. Maybe you kind of get in your head a little bit about like, okay, well, what do people think about me? But like overall, I mean, here's the thing. It's impossible to have everyone like you at all times. Like it's just not possible. But what I'm seeing is overwhelmingly people think very highly of you. So you know what I mean? Like try to focus on that this week. On to Thursday, you've got the Nine of Pentacles, really cool, with the rabbit, abundance, and it landed on the Scorpio sign. So maybe that's you, or just there's a connection to abundance and a Scorpio in your life. But yeah, abundance indeed, because you've got Nine of Pentacles combined with the rabbit. This is a card of prosperity. It's a card of enjoying your hard work. It can have a slight luxurious tone to it, meaning like you're allowing yourself to indulge and enjoy the fruits of your labor. So it's really a nice card of like treating yourself. It doesn't mean necessarily that the work is all done forever, but at least right now or on Thursday, there's something you're enjoying. It could be something as simple as treating yourself to like a nice dinner, or buying yourself that sweater that you want, or something like that. You're treating yourself. But there's something about, like rapid abundance because of the rabbit. The rabbit brings in the theme of rapid abundance or growth. This could just have something to do with a general feeling of abundance that day. It could have to do with work or finances, or just in general. You're just kind of having a nice day where you can just enjoy the finer things in life and just spoil yourself a little bit. On to Friday, we've got the lock, the heart with the lock. You've got be the creator of your own life. I love that. You've got the little gold pig, which is more prosperity and abundance, actually. And you've got the little bird in the cage. So I like that with the lock, because there's something about like unlocking your inspiration or your imagination. This can sometimes be like Eight of Swords energy to me, or feeling kind of stuck. And we saw that a little bit. So it's like you're breaking free a little bit this week. With the Four of Pentacles, the cage, the lock, it's something about breaking free. Something that you've kind of been like keeping locked in, or secret, or hiding, something about you. And with the star, it's making me think of like ideas, inspiration. So the star too is telling me that Friday there's a feeling of like hope. healing. This card can feel like a sense of relief after a challenging time, but I'm really getting the idea of inspiration. It could also mean that you're a bit of like in the spotlight in a sense on Friday, okay? There could be like lots of eyes on you. This could be kind of where the bow comes in. There could be something, you might know exactly what this is. It's like, oh yeah, no wonder because I have this thing happening Friday at work or something like that. But yeah, you're kind of making an impact. This can also have to do with navigation or guidance, but with everything I'm seeing, I think it's more so about like bringing your ideas to life. So an idea or an inspiration or a wish that you might have even had, like actually creating it. And again, this is like prosperity and abundance. You've got kind of a lot telling me that there's some sort of abundance coming in. There is, because you've got the rabbit, the Nine of Pentacles, and the little gold pig. So yeah, because this, I've got 2 pigs in my charm set. I've got like the little piggy bank, which is like saving change. And then I've got like this gold pig, which can sometimes even represent to me like maybe like a savings account that has like a good amount in it or something like that. Like who knows what that is, but yeah, generally it's just like abundance. Okay, and then you've got again like the locks and the cage. So something about unlocking something or freedom, release, unlocking your imagination just popped in. On to Saturday, you've got the word time, you've got the 9 of Swords, you've got the little shovel, you've got the mountains, the $sign, good, you've got Libra, kind of right in the middle. Okay, I'm gonna take that there. Okay, so let me look at Saturday. So time was connected to the 9 of Swords. So there's anxiety about time, stress about time, worry about time, the time something's taking, when something will happen, something in regards to time and money to put into something maybe. Again, I'm just getting get started though. Like the shovel is just like planting a seed. And then you've got the mountain. It's kind of reminding me of the roller coaster a little bit, like the ups and downs. You've got the word good. Could be just saying it's all good. With the 9 of Swords, something you're worried about is good. And then Libra, kind of like justice energy there too. Let me just see. What I'm getting is to not think too far ahead. Again, like back to what this card said. You're not thinking about this step. You're thinking about this step and then this step. And then you get to this step. Like literally one step at a time. Because if you start getting way too ahead of yourself, you've jumped too many steps, right? So just take one step at a time. So that's what I feel like it is. Worry about that maybe, but there's something about time and money. Yeah, just seeing if I'm missing anything else. You could be kind of feeling a little worried about the price of something or the cost of something. You could be trying to make a decision as well that day. What I'm getting to tell you is sleep on it, okay? Sometimes our worries, like I always see this as like, sometimes, and actually with this, go for a walk with the TV landing inside. Like there could be something that's actually exacerbating your like worries about something connected to media or like something you're watching, something you're consuming, like media-wise. So go for a walk, because this could not be more clear. It could be saying like, even that bird's like, hey, let's go outside. Sometimes when we kind of just sit and stew inside, like I know for me, just going for a walk can really shift my whole perspective in a day. I'm not saying it's a cure for anxiety. Otherwise I would have been cured years ago, but it can, in a very real way, shift our perspective or just kind of refresh our energy at the very least, or even just kind of get us out of a situation that's like, if we're just kind of like stuck inside stewing about something, sometimes just a change in scenery can do wonders. So that's what I'm getting. Go for a walk in the TV. It's saying like, get outside. You got peace here with the King of Pentacles. It could be, I'm getting financial peace or something like that. You got the little home here too. So the King of Pentacles does remind me of the home. You can see their home in the background. The King of Pentacles takes pride in their home, in their yard, in the outdoors. I'm getting you'll get some peace outside. Like I'm getting to get outside into nature on Sunday. Get outside of the house is just coming through so clearly to me. Get outside of the house. Yeah, good day to go for a walk on Sunday. Maybe the weather will be nice. But yeah, King of Pentacles too could be talking about, like, I was getting very responsible financial decisions this week, or you're making responsible decisions. And sometimes that's looking at things that are kind of stressful. So yeah, I think with the King of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, like these are three very financially aware cards, I guess is a good way to put it. So I think that there could be something about just very responsible, grounded decisions and finances. This could also represent someone very generous and down to earth in your life that brings you a lot of peace, possibly. Could be like a father, like I'm getting someone's dad or father figure, or just like a fatherly energy. Could be like fixing something around the home too. Okay, or you could be doing something with them. But yeah, overall, this week looks great, group 2. Again, you've got this feeling of like getting something started this week. Taking action is setting a chain of events into motion that's going to have a positive effect in your life overall. You're highly thought of. People want to be around you, so try not to... I'm getting the sense like you kind of worry a lot about that, so you're highly thought of. Just know that. This week, don't underestimate the power of baby steps, little steps, and how they can really add up. You've got lots of people in your life being brought up: Scorpio, Taurus, Cancer, Libra, and Aquarius. Let me know if I've missed anyone. But yeah, this looks great. Come back at the end of the week and keep me updated, and we'll see you next week. Hello, group 3. If you chose the needs card, then this is your messages for the next 7 days. Let's see what might be popping into your life this week. We're going to get you oracles, we'll get you tarot and charms. But first, the card that you chose, the needs card. Love this image. It says, do you need more time for yourself? A break from thinking too much? A kind encounter with a friend? Your needs matter, and it's time to honor them. So this week, the key is, you know how like we tend to make appointments with others and, you know, make sure that we show up and we're on time, but with ourselves, we have a hard time doing that. Like whatever this is this week, maybe it's like something like reading a good book or getting together with a friend. Whatever this is, like this week, it's really crucial that you actually schedule it in and honor that appointment, honor that time. So I don't know exactly what it is. We'll find out maybe as we go, but you need some more time for yourself. And you need to view it as an important appointment. Okay, we had one pop out. You've got a candle. You will be shown the way. Let's get one more. Group 3. Recognition, reward for merit. Very nice. So getting some recognition this week. Okay, and let's get your Witchling card. Group 3, what's happening this week? Cleansing, okay. Very nice. We'll get your tarot in just a second. I want to find out what your witchling's name is. This witchling's going to be accompanying you this week along your journey. It says energy cleansing creates a healthy and harmonious space in which to thrive. I'm actually viewing this as literal cleansing. So I think that this week there could be a space that you're organizing or decluttering, letting go of some things. I'm saying that partially because that's what I'm doing. Every once in a while, I would say like a couple times a year, I like to go through and like anything I'm not using, get rid of. And you know what's funny? And I know if you know me, if you've been following my channel for years, then you know how kind of surprising this might be, but I've been getting rid of like Halloween stuff. Not because I don't love it, but because there's certain things that I love so much in my Halloween decor collection that I found it was almost getting like overwhelmed by stuff that I liked but didn't love. So I've really like, it'll be interesting if you watch my Halloween decor video. I'd be curious to know what you think this year, because it's just a little I don't know, it's a little bit more simple. I think it's just like a little more, not minimalistic, because I still have a lot of Halloween stuff. But anyways, point of the story is, you know, you might get the urge this week to declutter or cleanse out a space, even like one drawer. You know, like if you've got like a junk drawer or a desk that's been accumulating stuff, or a closet that you kind of just push stuff into, or that one room of the house where you just kind of let things go until you can deal with it. So this week that could be on your mind as well. Candle, you'll be shown the way. You're getting some sort of direction, or like someone showing you something, a guide of some kind. And then you've got recognition, reward for merit. So you're getting some sort of recognition. You've got 2 of Wands for Monday. I think group one, oh, look, it just flipped out. 3 of Cups Tuesday. But I think group 1 had 2 of Wands in that spot, if I do recall. Actually, I actually forget groups, like literally as soon as I move to the next group. Wednesday, you've got the World card. Thursday, Thursday, 4 of Swords. Friday, let's see what's going on Friday, group 3. Seven of Pentacles, wanted to flip out of the deck there. I like how yours are kind of flipping over out of the deck today. Speaking of which, 8 of Wands on Saturn. Yeah, lots of energy this week, and then you've got 6 of Swords for Sunday. All right. Look at this cute little cup I thrifted. As I'm talking about letting go of things and bringing more things in. Okay, let's get your charms, and then we'll fully dive in group 3. Get a good handful. Lots of the little fortune cookie fortunes. Okay, so I think that's a good amount. Sometimes I reach for more, but I think this is good. Okay, so on to Monday. Actually, I keep doing this. I always like to quickly pause to see if there's anything I notice within the cards. You've got a mix of Cups, Wands, Swords, and Pentacles today. So you've got a little bit of everything. Major Arcana card, you've got 1 right in the center there. On Wednesday, you've got the World card. Beautiful. Overall, your cards are really great, though, group 3. You know, every week, you know, I always say it, you know, don't let a card determine how your week is going to go, because every week, inevitably, we get some challenging cards, right? That's just the reality. There's ups and downs, but you really don't have anything standing out specifically challenging coming in this week. We'll see a little bit more in the charms, but yeah, overwhelmingly quite nice from what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's start with Monday. All right, so Monday you've got the sign of Aquarius. You've got the little road signs or little direction signs. It says success, money, and happiness. Success and money are pointing that way. Happiness is pointing this way. And you've got the 2 of Wands. And I'm pretty sure group 1 got 2 of Wands Monday. I'm pretty sure. But anyways, this is a card of, what I'm kind of getting is like, with the signs, something about like exploring your options, or even with the candle, you'll be shown the way. You're being shown the way in a certain direction, or maybe even in multiple directions. So maybe you're making some decisions. You could be making a decision on Monday. It could be like a creative choice, or just like listening to like what you want in a situation. You could be exploring your options. Let's let this focus here. I always think of this card, like the way they're holding the world. I actually sometimes think of it as like my internet research card, because I think of the World Wide Web when I see that. But anyways, yeah, I think with the signs, there's something about exploring direction or making some sort of decision. And you've got an Aquarius, so an Aquarius could be like maybe opening up your horizons or opening up your world to something that day. And this is also my card of planning. So with you'll be shown the way, it could be something about like maybe planning or you know, planning or even travel or something like that. But yeah, there could be something you're planning or kind of like starting to map out, is my feeling, on Monday. Again, or travel plans, or just a decision in regards to like something creative, something to do with success, money, happiness, maybe how to combine both possibly could be coming through. And then you've got Aquarius, so it could be kind of like a main character that day. Sorry, my hand was in the way, but it could be like a main character that day. Okay, so you've got someone thinks you're wonderfully mysterious. So you're on someone's mind, okay? Someone thinks you're very interesting, or they want to learn more about you, some numbers that might be relevant to you that day. Sorry, I'm having a hard time focusing today. You've got 15, 16, 25, 32, 42, and 48 for some numbers that could be important. You've got the 3 of Cups on Tuesday. I have not seen the 3 of Cups in a while. Like, I feel like I mean, I might have, but I'm really noticing it today. So Tuesday, I don't know if you've got like an event or something fun that day. This is a very social card. It's a fun card. It's a card of celebration. It's a card of just like the people that you feel the best with, right? Your best friends, your family. It's a card of enjoyment. It could indicate social invitations or something like that. It could have to do with this person that thinks you're wonderfully mysterious. Maybe someone wants to be your friend. I'm seeing a lot of support too. So there could be something like, even with recognition, like there could be something people are celebrating with you for like a job well done with the world card. Like there could be something that is a success or is on its way to being a success, or just something you're celebrating. You could also be celebrating some sort of achievement for somebody else too. So there could be something this week that you're celebrating or getting invited to. But I'm just seeing a lot of supportive people with cheer, and the 3 of Cups and the World card even. Just I'm seeing a lot of friendship and support and uplifting energy coming in these days. You've got, you aspire to great things begin with little ones with the sword. This is like Ace of Swords. So this could represent like clarity, communication. In this case, I'm kind of getting like something, you've got an idea of how to start something, and it doesn't have to be like an overnight kind of thing. And even with cleansing, maybe it's like, okay, I really want to clean this whole house, but let's just start, Tuesday, let's start with one little space, one closet, one drawer even, like something. I always think that's a great place to get started, because it just like gives you that little, that little bit of satisfaction of like, yes, I did that, right? And it can kind of motivate you to continue. So something you're starting Tuesday, you're just starting small. It doesn't have to be a big thing. Let's see what this one says. It says, your persistence will pay off soon. 9, 10, 17, 20, 26, and 43. So yeah, I love that with the World card, because the World card does indicate a completion, a successful completion, a job well done. It's a satisfying kind of wrap up to something. So it could be saying that your persistence will lead to success. I'm getting some of you are planning travel, or that's something that's kind of in your mind, something that you're considering this week is planning some travel, because you also have the passport right here as well. You've got the World, you've got the 2 of Wands. So I'm kind of getting a little bit of that in the background. Maybe it's just planning ahead possibly, but I am getting a little bit of planning or travel, or maybe you are traveling this week and that's why you've got a bit of a time out this week with your card that you chose. Okay, on to Thursday. You've got the passport, you've got 4 of Swords, you've got the little shoe, and you've got be the creator of your own life. Thursday's bringing in a restful energy, a day where you might be focused on recuperating your energy, recharging, taking a bit of a time out. This could be exactly what your needs are. This is like full permission to just have a lazy day, to rest, to get your sleep. To me, I'm getting something about you're able to put your mind at ease with something on Thursday. So I don't know exactly what that is, but your mind's being put at ease. You've got the shoe. The fun thing with charms is they could be very specific. This could literally represent you're going shoe shopping that day or something like that. Generally, what I think of it is like the right fit, something being the right fit for you. It could be kind of like a meditative sort of day that's allowing you to kind of like think about some things, right? With be the creator of your own life. Maybe you've got like some ideas you're just kind of trying to like think about. I sometimes think of this as like the sleep on it card. So if we've got something we're thinking about, we're deciding to sleep on it, just give it some time. So yeah, that could be what it is, but it is sort of a meditative energy on Thursday, restful and very calm energy. I'm also getting a message to tell you that creation takes time, okay? Creation takes time, and in any way, like whatever it is that you're creating, it does take time. On to, you've got the stop sign to Thursday, Friday, like around that time. So this could also just be an indication of like stop and rest, because you've got the 7 of Pentacles, which can be kind of a pause card as well. So a bit of a pause energy Thursday, Friday. And it's not pausing out of like exhaustion necessarily. It's just pausing to rest or to reflect possibly. So that's what the 7 of Pentacles can represent. It's a card of assessment. It's a card of analysis, a card of consideration. You've got the sword there and the puzzle piece. So there's something about like a missing piece of the puzzle or an idea possibly, clarity for sure. Stop. It could be like asking you to kind of stop and pause and assess something or look at something closely. These days, you could be making some like adjustments or like trying to even, I'm honestly make something a little easier on yourself, or less like you're trying to, uncomplicate something is honestly what's coming through. Like there's something about uncomplicating something, or you're getting really clever ideas, or like something that was maybe missing, like the missing piece of the puzzle is starting to kind of come together, or you're getting the full picture of something. So you're kind of stopping to pause and look at it. I am getting on the weekend, you might not be wanting to spend too much money. So this could also be something about finances, you taking a close look at your finances. Friday going into the weekend, being like, okay, I've got to be a little bit frugal this weekend because I've got this expense coming up or something like that. You've got on the line between Friday, Saturday, you've got a 2. So 2 o'clock Friday or Saturday could be important. Usually when I see a number, that's what I think of. You also have ticket to happiness. So there could be like an opportunity or an actual ticket. It could be like something fun, like a movie you want to see on the weekend, a concert, a comedy show, an event of some kind, but you've got some sort of ticket coming in. I'm just going to read you the numbers. I don't always do that, but 146017. You've got the lock, you've got the little candle, lots of inspiration coming in that day. Yeah, I'm getting creative inspiration. You've got the cauldron, the candle, the lock, the puzzle piece, the sword, the 8 of Wands. Yeah, there's like a burst of inspiration coming in, or even just motivation or energy coming in on the weekend. Saturday could be kind of a busy day. It's one of my busy day cards. Usually if I see that on a day, I know that day is going to be quite hectic. And it's fun though. This energy can bring with it a lot of excitement, just a lot of swift change, a lot of possibility, kind of that feeling of like, okay, everything's happening at once. It can bring in with it news. It can bring with it massive change unexpectedly. It can bring with it messages. This can sometimes be a card of messages. It's also too oftentimes a card of travel. So I'm getting that also with 6 of Swords. So definite indications of travel this week, or at least travel plans, travel changes maybe. With the little broom and this, I'm getting like a clean sweep. So maybe this weekend too, you're getting like the inspiration or the fire with the candle to like get things cleaned out maybe, or get things cleaned up. I feel like you could be doing that Friday too, actually. With the lock and the handcuffs, there's something I'm getting about on the weekend, like you're limited with what you can, like how far you can go with something is the way that it's coming through to explain it to you. I was thinking maybe finances, like, or something like that, but I don't see a key on the board at all. Usually if I see a key, that's an answer, I'll connect it to that day, but I don't see a key. I just see like the handcuffs and the locks. There's something about something being like locked up or hidden or closed or access to something. I'm not exactly sure exactly what it is. Let me just see for a second. A secret perhaps? Could be like even a secret being revealed too, just with the 8 of Wands. You'll have to let me know what that is. Like, you know, the thing is, again, with charms, like I said with the shoe, this could be getting your locks changed or something. But I just find it interesting that these two are so close together. This can sometimes represent like devil card energy to me too. You've got the little bowling lane, which is an interesting charm with the 6 of Swords on Sunday. So 6 of Swords, similar to Thursday, is a day of recovery in some way, or a day of like, it's a card of transition and change, but it's like usually indicates like an improvement or something kind of starting to calm down. So there's a lot of that. It's interesting though, because it kind of picks up again on Saturday with this 8 of Wands and then kind of calms down by Sunday. So it could be saying whatever this is swift, it's happening quickly, and it's not lasting long. So again, I don't know what it is, but by Sunday, you're in a very relaxed energy. This is also an indication of like being in the midst of a change. Both of these are actually. That's interesting. Both of these cards indicate being in the middle of a change. You're not yet where you're going. This is like when a situation hasn't landed yet. It's like literally in the middle, and so can the 6 of Swords. So something on the weekend, like it's just up in the air, I think is the best way to put it, up in the air. And then you got the bowling lane. This could literally mean bowling. It can also represent focus, and I just got sportsmanship just popped into my head out of nowhere. I don't know. But that's the thing. I mean, let me know what you think. Some of these charms or some of these things might make sense for you. You might know exactly what it's about. But yeah, you've got a busy week, I would say. I think there's something you're celebrating. There's something you're getting recognition for. Even if it's just small recognition, it's still recognition. You've got some days to kind of chill and relax this week with kind of like a busy day right in the middle of it. But it doesn't look like an overly, I guess, taxing week. It kind of seems more so relaxing, or you're getting this time out. You've got some cleaning maybe that you want to do, or some organizing, and then you've got some direction this week coming in, or you'll be shown the way in some way. Puzzle pieces getting put together. I didn't even acknowledge this four-leaf clover. That's luck, so I can't believe I didn't mention that. But yeah, overall this week looks great. It seems like you've got some supportive people around you. Yeah, looks good. So let me know what you think, group 3, and we'll see you later.